think we had an over-ambitious team of lunch ladies in my middle school in Georgia. Meatball Mondays were fantastic. Tuna melt Thursdays, not so much. Hey guys, I'm Chris McDade, chef owner of Popina in Brooklyn. Today I am going to show you guys how to make a mackerel melt, which I'm super pumped about. I actually wrote about it in my new book coming out. It's called The Magic of Tinned Fish. The book's full of amazing recipes using anything from mackerel to mussels to crab. Like I said, today we're gonna focus on a mackerel melt. All right guys, let's get started. So, pretty simple. First we'll start by dicing our vegetables. Jalapeno, red onion, cucumbers and celery. The reason we're using mackerel is because it's more sustainable, right? And the mackerel we're using today in particular, which is the Patagonia brand, they do a great job because their mackerel comes from a small fishing village in the north of Spain. It's just a good way to not only support a local economy, but also, you know, do something that's good for the ocean. Add a little bit of jalapeno for some spice. Cucumber kind of gives you that fresh, watery sensation that I feel like pairs really nice when you bite into it up against the melted cheese and the toasted bread. Mackerel, along with like sardines, anchovies, those kind of things, they're kind of like the powerhouses of the ocean food chain, right? It's like big fish feed on them, which is super important, but it also means that they rejuvenate quickly. Larger fish such as tuna, it takes them a long time to get big to where they can be fished in any sort of sustainable situation. Yeah, so we're gonna use the red onion twice. We're gonna use some diced up in our mackerel salad, and then we're also going to slice it to put it on top when it's time to go. All right, so now we've got the vegetables, the mayonnaise, and then mustard gives it a little bit of a tang, right? We're just gonna kind of stir those together. The vegetables, the mustard, the mayonnaise in, and then we're gonna add the herbs now. The reason I like to wait to add them is because the second you slice them, they start losing their freshness. All right, so we're gonna throw some chives in. Next we'll do the dill. Again, no need to be fancy. A little bit of the stem is okay. Herbs are in. Just gonna fold those in. And now we're gonna add the mackerel. Anything you can get from Spain, especially in the Cantabrian Sea, or Brittany in France, Sicily in Italy, you're pretty sure that it's gonna come from a good place. A few cracks of black pepper, a little bit of salt, and then lemon zest. I'm a huge fan of lemon zest and lemon juice. We use it all the time at the restaurant. Another trick is to cut it on the sides, and you don't have to worry about dealing with the seeds. All right, so we're gonna let this chill for a minute to kind of meld the flavors together. I'm gonna toast off a piece of bread. This is bread alone sourdough. Anything will work. White bread, honey wheat, rye. It's really up to you. All right, so the bread, again, it's just gently toasted on the outside. It doesn't need to be super crunchy. A generous amount of the mackerel salad. A little bit of the red onion. Pickles are great, right? They add a sourness, and these bread and butter ones, a little bit of sweetness. American cheese. We use white American cheese in my house. My son loves it. He calls it white bread, and so that's what we stick with. Yeah, now we're gonna throw it in the oven. All right, out of the oven, bubbly, brown, and delicious. Just the right amount of fishy, perfectly tangy from the pickles, so comforting with the melted cheese. Delicious. Thanks for checking out the recipe. Click on the link below to find out how you make it yourself. And be sure to pick up a copy of The Magic of Tinned Fish for not only this recipe, but 70 others. Thank you.